The opening day of the Billabong Rio Pro went down in a big way, finishing all 12 heats of the round in some exciting conditions at Barra da Tijuca. Started with the trials. Our winner, Ricardo dos Santos, getting a couple backhand tubes.
Ricardo dos Santos, we've seen so much of him barrel riding on his forehand, but today he got his pig dog on and found the exit on some clamping pits.
Into the main event once again for dos Santos and the California kid. Pat Gadauskas found himself victorious for the first time this season in the opening round.
Oh, so stoked to see Pat Gadauskas get straight on through to round number 3, and he had a good showing in that first round. A nice solid hit there to finish that ride.
Adriano de Souza, one of the favorites, took off on an insane takeoff, still was able to pack the tube, and it was his heat from the get-go. Took a big win and off to round 3.
He does so well to deal with all the expectation and pressure of being the favourite, and just delivers here with a very strong showing in the first round.
Clean finishing move here. An interesting factor in this heat, though, Yaden Nickel taking a weird angle on this wipeout. Ended up kind of messing up his back. You see him grabbing it right there. So he's going to have that tendon to, and hopefully he'll come back fighting in round 2. Sebastian Zietz from Kauai packed this one. Solid performance in the barrel.
He's got a training ground at home, not too dissimilar to this wave here at Barra da Tijuca, a rifling barrel. But here is Mick Fanning, a strong showing from Mick in the first round.
Tube-time Brazilian champ. He said it was pretty difficult to find the waves. He made it look easy, then passed the torch over to the world champ, Joel Parkinson, with a beautiful roundhouse cutback. He made it look effortless as well.
Joel has just been on point since, well, the start of 2012, basically. Just another great showing from him. Typically strong. Parko just powering through to round 3.
Kelly Slater showed up, went for the thruster, and started running after some cool little tube sections. Nice small one on the inside here, but looked really electric. That board looks real magical under his feet. Got a little bit bigger one here, and got one of the highlights of the day so far.
Yeah, one of the highest scoring singles rides there from Kelly, an 8.9 on that wave.
Then micro, Glenn Hall made a decision to sit out the back, got a roll in here, and got a couple of big hooks on the back end. No one had sat out in the back on that peak yet at that point of the day.
Yeah, Glenn Hall getting his first heat win as a World Tour competitor.
Then Gabriel Medina looking sharp, ended up getting a 9.77 in this heat. He was back to the form we expected him to be in. Now maybe quickly moving into one of our top picks for a win here.
All interested to see how Gabriel would perform with that nagging ankle injury, and he just didn't look like he was troubled at all in this first round matchup.
Clean finish there. Nat Young then had a pretty tactically sharp heat. So got a roll in out the back and got a couple of big hooks that make the difference in this heat. Got in the 7 range and then was able to put it to bed with a 4.0 to clean this one out and get another good victory into round 3. The Californian on fire.
Absolutely, and then it was Adam Melling who just ducked under the lip on his opening ride for a 9.57. Couldn't find the backup though. This man, he shut the gate with a couple of big scores.
Jordy Zier's looking great so far if he can keep throwing down big rotations like that. Covered a lot of ground in the lineup, and it came down to the wire just to get a solid score to come back. This was one of the greatest waves of the day so far. Huge finish to close that one out. Jordy on fire into day 2.
Yeah, heat score total of 16.94 for Jordy Smith, second highest of the day. Lee Durbridge, he's really fought his way back into form in 2013. Nice little wrap there from Durbo. He got the jump on Michel Perez in a pretty close battle.
Yeah, interesting one here. Wasn't tubing anymore, so he just had to start catching waves and started getting his momentum building, and he is off into the next one. And then we had our final heat, and it was the young superstar from California, Kolohan Dino, getting his second opening round win of his career.
Kolohan Dino, expecting a big year from him. He's looking really sharp.
Pretty epic day. Let's see what happens in round 2 tomorrow.